Hey there. Welcome to Bushwhacked Adventures. Are you ready to journey into the wilderness and explore the great outdoors? Stop recording. Well, welcome to camp. It's a little wet. Looking for a spot to set up a shelter for the night. Excuse me. Been walking around in the woods for a little while, just trying to find a good situation with trees to use and a spot that's not too dry, a spot that is not going to have a tree fall on me, hopefully. Hopefully no widowmakers. It looks pretty clear. But the sun's coming out, so hopefully the rain is wrapping up. But I'm going to get a tarp up so I can keep an area dry. And I'll just set up a camera. You can watch as we go along. All right, I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing. What we have going on is, because it is raining, there's still a chance of additional thunder showers. I don't want my shelter to be too high and exposed. So I've left a flap across the front end that I can drape down, as you can see here. And now we're gonna stake it back on the back end, and we'll just do a little lean-to shelter here. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get back to it. Well, getting a few more raindrops. Okay. Hanging a little low in the back there. I got a nice spot right in here to be able to set up my bed. I'm gonna just clean up this area really quick. And I think I'm gonna raise up this end a little more. Give me a little more headroom. Better. Okay, well, I realized I didn't have my mic pulled out, so I took a minute to pull that out. Hopefully that'll improve any audio quality. Just had some thunder a minute ago. My issue tonight is going to be finding anything related to dry wood. I don't think it exists on this mountain right now. It rained pretty heavy earlier today, and it has for the last week. We've had some really good rainstorms, so I don't even know that I'm going to worry about finding firewood tonight. I've got a little camp stove. I can use that to help prep a meal. And the steak will have to wait. I'm going to just go with one of those backpacking meals. I'll show you what I've got. I think it's a beef stroganoff, so we'll check it out. All right, going to get my bedding set up and get that ready to go before the weather turns any worse. This is an old ground cloth from a tent that I've had for, I don't know, 20 plus years. But it still works. Bigger than I need for tonight, so I'm gonna just leave it doubled up, and it's good enough for my bed. All right. I don't know if you've ever seen a Luminade. It's a solar light that you can blow up. I'm gonna just let it charge a little bit more, but we'll be using that later on tonight. Stove. All right, there's my headlight. Kind of threw everything together in a quick fashion. I hadn't planned on coming out tonight, but you know, it worked out and I jumped on it. So here we are. All right, gonna get this pad blown up. For years I have used Exped down mat. Love it. Thing I hate about it is the hands to pump it up. So I picked up this Flextail little pump. I'm gonna give it a try. See how it works. see if it makes my life any better. I think it will. I did a little test with it at home. It seemed to work okay. Let's go with it. There we go. Okay, we'll give that a minute. See what we get out of it. Oh, that won't work. Got to keep the tarp off it. Maybe that'll keep it away. Barely. Beats the hand pumping. I should have timed it. See how long it takes. When I sleep open and exposed like this, I like to put my sleeping bag in a Gore-Tex bivy just to make sure that I've got no worries through the night. Keep the coat in there. I'm all right with that. That's doing pretty good. Okay, not bad. Maybe I'll just finish it off with a couple pumps here. I think it's good. It's gonna keep me off the ground. All right, not happy with this tarp setup right now. Gonna adjust it. And I've got no worries about that, that's for sure. Scoop that here in the back. I'm going to turn this around, like so. Okay, well, you sitting in the dirt. All right, this is home for tonight. All right, I'm back now. Let's see what else we've got in the pack. I was telling you I was going to do a meal tonight. Got some jerky. Peak Refuel beef pasta marinara. These are pretty good meals. All you got to do for it is boil water. I got some crackers. Amazingly, they didn't get smashed in there. And pull out my water. Okay, I think I'm getting hungry. It's about 7:30. Oh, I do have my little pillow. I got to remember to blow that up later. It's going to get dark here in about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to get some food going. Get that stuff back up in there. It's not too cold. If anybody's wondering about date, it's August 23rd. Location, I am in the Wasatch National Forest, a place called Daniel Summit on the Walsburg Loop, just off of a spur. That's the location I'm at right now. It's close by to where I live, so it's convenient to be able to just come up on a Friday afternoon, evening, and see what I can find for a little relaxation. Okay, excuse me, I'm gonna get my stove set up and see what we can do about getting some food going here. Okay, get that back in there. Stove. I want a little more space. Get my close-up eyes on. Guess my valve's open. There we go. This will work. All right, remember, just add water. How much water? Oh, it's been a while since I've used one of these. 1 cup. Okay. About like that. Close enough. There's nothing wrong with lighters. They serve a purpose. You know, it's great to be able to understand how to do flint and steel, ferro rod, but lighters are great. Ooh, is my water ready already? Sure seems to be. That was quick. there's my tear line. Take that out. It's good and hot. Let's seal that up. $10. You know what? All right, I'm back. I forgot to start the camera again, but got a fork. Smells good. Let's see how it tastes. Not bad, but I'm gonna give it just another minute or two. Let those noodles soak in that water a little more. Get the stove put away. Okay, well. It's not ice cold, but it's still cool. All right, let's give this another try. Beef pasta marinara, premium freeze-dried. Beef crumbles with pasta noodles in marinara sauce. You know, it's not a ribeye, but it'll do. All right. I think I am content. A little left in there, but ate most of it up. See if we can just seal that up. We'll take care of that in a minute. All right, I'm gonna just clean up some things here, get it organized, ready for the night. Put my coat on because it is cooling down. I'll be back to you in a minute. All right, I'm back to you now. So, it's starting to get dark. I probably have about 20-ish, 20, 30 minutes of light left. Excuse me. Just want to touch base with you right now. Give a little update. We've got the shelter up. You can see the sky there. And bedding already. Sleeping bags in a waterproof Gore-Tex bivy sack, so I'm not worried about getting wet, other than it just makes it miserable.
My sleeping pad is the Exped down mat, and it's a nice pad. It is actually insulated. It has down in the chambers, so it provides it, I don't remember, like an R5, R6 thermal value that helps to keep me warm and so I don't lose heat through the ground. Backpack's over here. Need to clean things up a little bit more. But this is camping to some people. I have done this throughout my life, and as I get a little more mature, old, yeah, I'm in my 50s now, this becomes less enjoyable. You've seen some of the other content that I have where I've been working on my cargo trailer build. That's enjoyable to me. It's I like being off the ground. I'm spoiled, I guess. When I have that option available, it's nice. And who doesn't want to be comfortable, right? But it is good to understand how to camp like this with just a tarp for a shelter on the ground, as you can see. What would you do in an emergency situation if you had to leave your home and go out into the woods and camp? How would you manage that? Maybe you can't take your vehicle with you in whatever scenario. So it's good to have this skill set. And I will on occasion do some episodes like this where it will demonstrate just, how do you look through thousands of trees and find an area that you think will work for you. As I walked into this area of the forest, I'm looking around at different things. One thing I'm looking at is the trees overhead. Are they alive? Are they dead? Dead trees are nicknamed widow makers because they have the tendency, when you get strong winds and as their root system dies off, eventually they're going to come down. I can see over here behind me, or in front of me, behind the camera, I don't know if you can see that aspen tree that's kind of leaning at an angle, or the aspen tree is laying on the ground over there. Well, nobody pushed them over. Those all came down as a result of the root system dying and the wind and the weather taking them down. So you've got to be careful when you go out in the woods and find a place to pitch your tent. Whether it's a tent or a tarp or whatever the scenario, you don't want to become the victim of a tree falling in the middle of the night, and that's the end of your camping trip and the end of your life possibly. So be careful that way. But additionally, you want to try to find a place that's level, but you don't want low-lying areas because they can collect water. In the desert, low-lying areas, you end up with flash floods. Not a good scenario. You can have clear sky in your location. Maybe it's raining 100 miles away. That water can run to your location, so you've got to be careful in those scenarios. Here in the mountains, not many things to worry about. There's the potential of predators here in this area. There could be bear in this area, black bear, coyote. There may be wolf in this area. So there are some predators that you would want to be mindful of. Probably mountain lion is the one that you'd be most concerned about up here in this area. But I'm just off the Wasatch Front of Utah. Population base of a couple of million people. They like to get out on the weekends. It's a Friday night. What happens is that there's not many places that are close for people to go. The location I'm at is within about an hour's drive from my home. But that means it's an hour's drive from many people's homes. So you might on occasion hear a four-wheeler or ATV in the background, or a vehicle driving by. A little while ago I heard somebody shooting off in the distance. Those are all things that happen here in the forest. That's okay. People are out here enjoying themselves. That's a good thing. And the positive of that, maybe in a way, is that it does tend to drive the predators away so that they're not going to be as close. So they could still be a problem. You want to be prepared for that. I have options available for my protection if I need that. But generally speaking, I feel pretty comfortable camping here alone like this in this scenario. So yeah, the daylight's waning. I'm gonna get my food put away. Now, more than anything, keeping your food nearby is gonna draw animals in more than anything else. So want to make sure that you take care of your trash, maybe pack along an extra Ziploc bag or two to kind of put your trash in, get it sealed up so it's not going to be a problem for you. All right now I'm going to stop recording a minute, kind of clean up a little bit, take care of some things, and then I'll check in with you before I hit the hay. So, okay, we'll sign out for now. See ya. All right, back to you for a minute. Just love being out here, even alone. It's nice. See, I've dropped down the tarp on this side to help shelter it a little bit through the night. It's open on the ends, but my ends are facing kind of north and south. So I think that I'm less likely to get any weather in that direction, but you look up at the sky and I think I may be lucking out. Looks like it's clearing up, and if I were in a bigger opening, I would probably set up the camera and record the sky through the night, but you can see those trees move in that breeze. You may be able to hear the airplane overhead. It's hard to completely get away from civilization, even though I'm out here in the woods. All right, well, I think for now I'm gonna call it a night, tuck in, and I'll visit with you more tomorrow morning. Good night. Good morning. It's about 3 a.m. I've been asleep for 6 hours, fell asleep about 9 o'clock last night when it got dark. I slept reasonably well through the night. I'm awake enough to turn on the camera, turn on a light, talk to you now, just not quite awake enough to remember to turn on the microphone. So we're going to do a voiceover for this part of the conversation, and I'm going to just tell you what I remember I was saying. So being that it's 3 a.m., it's still 3-4 hours until sunrise. It's bright enough outside right now from the full moon that I don't think I'm going to be going back to sleep. So the dilemma I'm facing is, do I hang out here with no fire because the wood is soaking wet around here from the rain yesterday, and just hang out and wait and make breakfast, then go home? Or do I pack things up right now, head back to the car, and head home? I could probably be home by 5 a.m. if I were to leave now. It's only an hour's drive away. It's early. It won't take long to pack things up. So that's my dilemma. I think I'm going to just pack up. I'm pretty awake, feel pretty good right now. A lot of things I could do at home today. Work on the yard a little bit, work on my project trailer. There's things to do. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and work on packing up, and we're going to head home. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell to receive notifications for future content. That's all, folks. See you on our next adventure.